man. Don't nobody listen to Nas no more.
Lonzo Ball, you funny looking motherfucker, you. You said that Nas ain't hip hop? My man, you grew up in Chino Hills. What the fuck do you know about hip hop?
What's good, y'all? This is Ms. 100.
And this is Lady T.
And this is the Hood Geniuses podcast. This is an exclusive interview with our good friend, Sincere from SoloVibesMusic.com. We're going to, do what we do, with the exclusive interview. We're going to introduce him soon before, we get into our current affairs and events that's going on weekly. You know what I'm saying? But before we start this, Lady T, how was your weekend and your week and everything?
Well, my weekend, I just been on chill, relaxing, kids back to school. So, I just been doing my last minute shopping or whatever. And it's been crazy out there. I didn't know I was going to need a permit to carry the way these parents out here acting. But, that's another story. But, I just been on my cool, calm, collective, just trying to maintain and make it through the week. I actually have an extended couple of days off. So I'm just going to take that and enjoy that because I need that mental peace.
Yeah,
seriously.
And I feel you. Kids go back to school. Them uniforms cost like $1 million fucking dollars and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I feel your pain on going to the store and they crowded with all these parents and shit. Everybody fighting over uniform pants and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They on your heels, taking off your sneakers, your
oh man,
slides,
yo.
You got on your feet, they right on your back, and it's like,
yo, it's crazy.
Are you serious?
You know what I'm saying?
Put down my back, like it's crazy.
Yeah. So let me get into the introduction of our guest, Sincere from SoloVibesMusic.com. This man is not only a blogger, he's a DJ, producer, and he does work in IT for his, his 9 to 5. Plus, his brand is important. You know what I'm saying? This is why we brought this man on here. We always reach out to people that got something going on. Like I said, we here. Y'all can email us. We'll reach out to you. You author, writer, stripper, whatever. You know what I'm saying? However you get your money, the Hood Geniuses podcast is here for you. We support you, and we ain't charging. You know what I'm saying? We don't charge nobody to do an interview. We ain't about that. But Sincere, you can step to the mic, introduce yourself to the people, let them know what's going on with you and everything.
What's going on, world? Sincere of Solar Vibes Music. Want to start things off. I'm going to tell a little story about how Solar Vibes originally started. It wasn't a blog. Back in the days, it was more of a radio show at Baruch College with my radio partner at the time, Peter Vasquez. He's not in the industry no more. He's now saving lives. He's a New York City firefighter. And I'm in the IT business, but we still keep in contact. We still talk about music and stuff. But how Solar Vibes started, he started the name Solar Vibes. We had a radio show for like maybe 2 to 3 years, and we used to play a bunch of songs on the radio at Baruch College. He had the idea of saying, hey, let's have some ciphers going. So we would have Shabam CD come up. We also had Eminem, Royce the 5'9", All Lyrics, Mr. Live, a whole bunch of cats came up there.
Your name is studs on the underground.
Yeah, these are artists that was on the come up in like 95, 96, 97. And it was incredible. Matter of fact, if you go on YouTube, you hear all the ciphers. And we was featured on Hip Hop DX maybe like 2 or 3 years ago with the Eminem and AL cipher. That's the first time people heard Eminem.
Oh wow!
Because he was with Paul Rosenberg. That's still his manager. So when it came up, he kicked an incredible freestyle as him and All Lyric going back and forth. Back then, I said to Pete, this guy's gonna be a superstar, and we just knew it just by listening. Everyone in that group, we was like, this is it. But we didn't realize it'd be this big.
Yeah.
Like this guy is like incredible. The rhymes that he was saying, it was like some next level stuff.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed.
That's like back in the what's that? The Lyricist Lounge days.
Yeah.
They put out like a couple of compilation CDs.
Yeah.
And everybody you named was on them CDs.
Yep.
That was like considered like, the illest MCs. If you was connected with the Lyricist Lounge, because back in them days it actually was a lounge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's real, true hip hop is shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? And everything that this man is saying, you can Google it. It's there. You know, this ain't no fraud shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's online. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. What's crazy about the whole Cypher thing is I never knew who was coming up to the show. I didn't care. I was just DJing back in the days, and people like, I got some guests coming up. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm out here like, whatever. Okay, let's do it. I'm there behind the turntable, just cutting the records back and forth. And we also had Craig G. It was a cypher with Craig G, Royce the 5'9". I can't even name all these artists. There's so many. Apani, she was on there.
Female,
Apani, Apani B Fly, she was there. Mr. Complex. Yeah, all these artists. It was incredible because back then there was no social media. So when we used to do it, it's like we did it for the love. Like everyone loved the rhyme, I love the DJ. So I made a lot of connects back then, just talking to people, having fun and stuff like that. Then I ran into my boy Daytwan Thomas. We all used to go to school together. He's like, back in the days, he was the editor-in-chief of King Magazine. He used to come to the show a lot. So it's a lot of stuff back then. That's one of the things I really miss about the 90s. They just networked with a lot of people back then. It wasn't all this media hype. Everyone was there just to do their thing and made money.
Okay. So you born and raised in Queens, New York, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I was actually born in Manhattan, but I was born in Manhattan, but lived in Queens most of my life. Queensbridge, 40th side of Vernon. So I was out there. So it's crazy.
Mobb Deep?
Yeah, Mobb Deep, Nas, MC Shan. Yeah, the legends. So I met with my best friend Dwayne Stokes. He's a DJ. He still DJs. He does all the blend. DJ Smooth. Shout out to him. He's out in North Carolina. He live out there now. So,
hey. So, this is my little segue into some current events real quick. You a fan of the NFL?
Damn. Okay. I put it to you like this. I'm not qualified to talk about the NFL because I don't watch football. So if you ask me about who's my favorite team, I can't answer that. I don't care about football. It has nothing to do with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I was never a fan of football. I'm a baseball guy.
Okay. Well, I'm a big fan of football, and I'm not watching it. Not the NFL. I'm gonna watch college football. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of my addictions. Sports as far as football. But I'm not supporting it. Everything. On past episodes, we've been talking about it. Lady T, what you think?
I mean, well, like I watch football. I like football. I don't love it, but I watch it. I have watched it. But right now, with this whole conspiracy thing going on, no, I'm not going to support it. And that's just it. And I mean, to each his own, but I feel as though like we need to take a stand somewhere. And then we just constantly just allowed to be effed over and not really take a stand and boycott anything. We just feel as though that if it's not really happening to you at that point, it doesn't matter. And if it happened to somebody of your color, it should matter, and I mean, don't get me started. I feel as though like right now NFL should be on hold for a lot of people of color, and that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Once again, like I said in other episodes, I have to agree with the guy Skip Bayless from ESPN, white guy. He said, "Listen, all the black players, first game of the season, sit down, don't play." You know what I'm saying? First game, just don't play.
You know what's funny?
Just to make a stand.
Like a couple of months ago, people were saying, "Oh, this boycott's not going to work because the NFL caters to more white people because the white people are buying the tickets." And I said this. I said, "Well, how about if all the black ball players just sit out maybe 1 or 2 games? I think that'll send a serious message."
Oh yeah.
Next thing you know, I see the headlines like these ball players are now like sitting down for the anthem. Like, oh, see, they getting it.
Because I mean, it's like I always say every episode. Back in the day, during slavery time, we had no choice. No, because it all stems from this conditioned mind of slavery time. We had no choice back then. You would be hung. Your kids would be taken away from you. You'd be shot. You had no choice. We have a choice now. Okay, so they used to pay to watch us. Not pay us, but pay other Caucasians to watch us do damage to each other. Now we're getting paid. So if we've already gotten paid, what can you do if we say, no, I'm not going to play because you're not treating my fellow brother correct? You got to come correct with my fellow brother. If not, then we won't play. So therefore, you buying tickets to go see who play. Because without us, there's no play. It's no game. So that's why I'm strong on that. And I mean, I feel as though if a lot of ball players would just take a stand, you would make your voice would matter. If you don't, then your voice don't matter. It's a sucker.
Yeah. Now, I see that you're a producer, and you have emailed me songs from your artist Brock, right?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying that name?
Yeah, Eddie Brock.
Yeah, Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Are there any other artists that you produce songs for?
Well, currently, I'm not actually in the stage in my career. I'm not trying to look for new artists. I think, I'm just moving on from producing. I'm still working on beats, but I prefer to work with television shows and do scores in the future. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm not trying to work or sit down and give beats to artists. That's kind of like a headache to me.
Yeah.
But I work with Brock. Before Brock, I worked with Black Poet. I did a track for him from Schoolboy. Yeah, this is back. Yeah, it's back. Well, I think it was 2006. We did a song called Rhyme Crime Boss that was on Rewind Deja Screw. Alchemist did a track. Easy Moby, a bunch of artists. It was on I think it was on Traffic or Lansby, one of them record labels. And that was a dope project. I did that, and I did Eddie Brock's first EP, The Unboxable. That's the song you heard, Moody Girl. Yeah. Nice. And it's funny because I did a YouTube search and I see these fans sharing the song. So I'm like, oh snap, people like the record. It's 10 years old, still people still sharing it, which is dope.
Yeah, that beat is tight.
Oh, thank you. And my friends like, yo,
this is smooth, John.
My friends like, you need to keep making these beats, and I'm like, I haven't made. To be honest, I haven't made a track in 6 months. Cause I just been maybe 6 months. I haven't done anything because I just been busy with the blog, working. After a while, you got other things going on. You haven't had no time to do the other stuff. I'll get back to it eventually, but right now that's not my main focus. I stopped DJing a long time ago, and I still have my vinyl, but it's just laying around, just collecting dust. But I still do that. But most right now is mostly blogging. Then I got the technology stuff. It's crazy. I'm an IT guy, and I'm gonna say this. It's technology is a gift and a curse because not everyone wants to be a rapper. And I get these emails all the time. Yo, I rap. I quit my day job. I've been doing this full time, and I listen to the music. I'm like, no, keep your day job.
Exactly.
It's this is not for everybody.
Listen, with my music website, these jokers named the Demons keep emailing me. Hey, yeah, I'm putting it out there. I'm just not supporting it. They yeah.
Which the Demons? Are you serious? Okay.
Lady T ain't fucking with that. Nah. Yeah, I'm not posting they shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? $5.
Is it because it's the title of the group or the song?
I listened to the song. I listened to the video that they sent and just the name. Come on, yo. You know what I'm saying? They said they from North Philly. We the Demons. Yeah, I'm good, yo. You know what I'm saying? I can't rock with that.
So your question was the title, right?
Yeah.
For me, it would have been the title. That's the title because I'm a spiritual person. And anybody sending me something called the Demons, and we already dealing in the spiritual world right now. We battling. I wouldn't want nothing like that. I wouldn't want to post. I wouldn't want to put myself with nothing like that. I'm getting.
That shit stumble, Lady T. She the Demons. Yeah, you'd be surprised the shit that I be getting. And I know Sincere over here getting crazy stuff emailed to him too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I would like to put a disclaimer out. If you're gonna send me music, make sure you research the site. Don't send me a song. If it's trap music, I'm not gonna post it. I'm not a fan of trap music. I mean, unless it's something crazy and I'm listening to your lyrics, I'm like, okay, I can't front on it. And another thing I hate too, artists love to do this. They'll send me an email. Next thing I'm on Twitter talking to somebody. Yo, son, I just sent you an email. Check it right now. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm not going to jump. You going to tell me to jump? And I say, I don't play those games. That's automatic. Okay, I'm going to put your shit in the delete trash because you're being too hectic with me. Chill out. I see your email, or if I haven't got a chance, I could be busy doing something else. Just because I'm by the computer all day doesn't mean I'm checking for you. It's not that serious. I get like 100, 200 emails per day. It's like, you gotta calm down. And my site is just not a hip-hop site either. It's a R&B. I have R&B, rock, alternative music. So I post a little bit of everything. So it's funny. When I deal with PR people or managers, I'll answer their emails quicker. And the reason why is because they're more professional. Yeah. They'll say, hey, Sincere, what do you think about this track? And I'll tell them the truth. I'm not going to go back and forth with an artist, because what they tend to do is, if you tell them, I'm not feeling it, well, why not? Then it becomes a conversation you don't really want to have. And if they say something slick, you're going to say something that's going to hurt their feelings, and they want to blast your social media. So what I do, I don't answer the emails. Because it's not worth it. Number two, it's on the submissions tab. It tells you right there, listen, if I don't answer your email within 5 days, if it's not posted, if your song's not posted, that means I don't like it. Yeah. Just let it go. There's millions of other sites that would be more than happy to post your music. And then again, if those other sites not posting your music, the whole industry's not hating on you. Maybe because your stuff is not that good. Yeah. You know
what's crazy? I had a dude tell me, damn boss, you telling me I gotta pay $5 to post one of my songs? So I said, yeah. So he was like, okay. So then like a couple days went by and he said, man, I Googled you ain't getting traffic like that on your site. I said, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, you know what I'm saying? But $5 though, dog, what these jokers fail to realize is you creating a digital resume. You hit the Google and your song or videos on my site is tagging you on that digital resume. So every time somebody say, yo, what's your name? And you hit the Google, work the Google machine, all your links gonna come up that you attach to. All the websites that you affiliated with, whatever, everything comes up. It shouldn't be just your Facebook or your Twitter comes up when somebody out in the street trying to Google your name and you like, yo, I'm out here. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe on the block.
Yeah, you on the block. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck is $5 though? You know what I'm saying? And at that point, there ain't even gas money for me. I'm just doing it because I got tired of doing shit for free. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I paid for that domain. You know what I'm saying? So what's $5? A poppy platter? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. Poppy platter, a nickel bag of weed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these artists be out of pocket, yo. But I'm going to get into, I want to ask you, what do you think about this Hurricane Harvey thing and these donation hustlers? And I'm saying the donation hustlers because it's a lot of people out here that's really getting, fake ass accounts saying donate to Harvey, donate some t-shirts, here go the PayPal, here go the GoFundMe account, and they wolves, you know what I'm saying? They hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you think about the whole thing? I mean, it is sad that thing happened to Texas, but you also got the flip side of it, that people actually trying to take advantage of these people that lost their homes, lives lost, everything is lost for these people. You know what I mean? What you think about that?
Well, one, I feel bad for all the people that's suffering right now in Texas, Houston, Texas. It's really unfortunate. As far as the scammers out there, I don't pay them any attention. What I do, the company I work for, they set up a fund for the people out in Texas, and I donate money to them. I don't deal with all these shysters. If they hit me out, I just delete the emails on Facebook or social media. They're not worth it. And I think people really need to do their research when they want to donate. I mean, people take advantage of a kind heart, and you can't be foolish and give your money away to scammers. And the next thing you know, they out there balling, and you're like, wait a minute, what about the victims?
Yeah.
You got to be really careful who you deal with.
Yeah. Lady T, what's up? What you think about, Hurricane Harvey and everything that's going on right now? But when you finish, I got something to say else about it.
Well, no, I'm gonna let you go ahead and say something else about it.
Oh, okay. Well, my thing is, it's definitely sad. Shout out to the the people that live in Texas. But what I want to say is, I gotta take it spiritual. All the negative energy that Trump creates and all the stuff that our country do, period, as far as going to other countries, killing off people in their villages and, stealing, wrecking countries just for the natural resources and riches and shit like that. At what point do you think God ain't going to strike down on America? It's going to come at us on natural resources. It's going to come at us on all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, cutting welfare off for some people for a few hours or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that the negative energy that America gets off, so you think it ain't gonna come back on us? You know what I'm saying? And, this is God saying, like, yo, listen, America, chill out. Trump, chill out. Drawling. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I had to take it spiritual with it because it's a lot of negative energy. The negative energy is so strong out here right now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, that's all I gotta say about it.
Okay. So I'm gonna take y'all back in the day, maybe like mid 80s, when I got hit to these fraudulent ass. I just lost the track right now. But basically, the fraudulent ass accounts that you can donate to. When I was about 6 years old, and we had the flat screen TV, the floor model TVs, black and white, and the guy Jerry Lewis, right? He had a GoFundMe for the children, right? And I was about 5-6 years old when I was begging my mom. Is like somebody came up with, really go, like if you can get somebody to go out there to adopt a family, so you can actually see where your money is going, because people are raising millions and millions of dollars and it's going in the wrong people's pockets. And then once again too, right here in Philadelphia, right here we have people that are not as bad off as those people, but are homeless and have nowhere to go. So how all this money coming up out of nowhere, but you still have people homeless here right in Philadelphia? You go right downtown. You know what I'm saying? You go to Wawa, you tripping over people sleeping out on the street. So how is there no money for school fundings? There's no money to help put these people that's out here right here in Philadelphia downtown somewhere safe. Feed them. But y'all can come up with all this money when stuff like this happens. Like, you just put your money aside to boast and brag and say you got it, or here you go because you feel good now? Like, out of here, that's corny. Because there's people right here before even that Harvey or anything happened. There's people right here suffering. No jobs. Babies are starving. Being sold into sex trade, all kind of shit. So my thing on this is like, it's really sad, it's heartbreaking. But what about over in Africa? Same time this Harvey hit, it hit over in what, Syria? I mean, have anybody been doing research on that? Because I mean, actually over there, it's worse than Houston, Texas. Worse. It's worse. Like, it's just really sad. It brings tears to my eyes. It's like, I'm not trying to say Harvey is they need more attention. It's like all around the world, it's like attention, it needs to be appointed, and like we just need, if y'all can come up with these millions of dollars for this Harvey situation, which is supposed to be like what, the gold mine, you know what I'm saying, the gold mine, right? Yeah, I know. What I'm about to say, it may sound harsh, but karma is a motherfucker. Because it has been so much happening in Texas. Like, they still lynching black people down there, dragging black people from trucks and shit on some real Dukes and Hazzard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows why a young black man is hanging in a tree over here. Nobody knows nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that when karma hits, it hits. It don't give a fuck who they come and get. That's why you gotta be careful who you attach yourself to. Like, for real, if I was black and I was down there, I would migrate. I would get the hell from down there. I would never look back. Because some places are tarnished. Some places are like, they're hexed. They're hexed. Because there's so much that has went on. And history can repeat itself in different forms, in different matters, in different weights. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if people of color just need to just get it together. Sometimes we all can't just get along. You just got to separate yourself and be more wise and be more smart and protect your family. But like, that's my input on the whole fundraiser thing. From 5-6 years old, I was schooled on it because I was breaking down, crying and screaming and hollering, we need to help the kids. Jerry Lewis was scamming the whole time. Jerry Lewis from back then, like, he was a comedian, but my man, you really was scamming from back then, black and white, right there. So we have to educate our youth, educate each other, and come together, unify. We need to unite a little better than what we're doing. And I know, like, Kevin Hart was a good thing he did, but adopt a family. Forget all of these giving your money to these organizations because they scam artists. Your money is just going right in their pockets. I mean, you may have the money to blow, but myself, I will put aside a bill to help a family. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not rich. I live paycheck to paycheck. But if I know my money went somewhere to help somebody else that's less fortunate than me, that can help feed somebody or put some clothes on their back, I feel good. I can lay my head down and rest. But to live right here in Philadelphia and know these motherfuckers came up with all this money, and like I said, not to repeat myself, you can trip over somebody laying out on the ground, don't have nowhere to go lay their head at peacefully. That's not cool. That's not good.
Pocket the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Lady T. You know what I'm saying? Lady T, yo. Gotta love her, y'all. But she on point all the time. On point all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into some other questions for you. I gotta ask, man. Gotta ask. What's up with these porn star interviews, yo? You know what I'm saying? Is this like always been, something that you always wanted to do, interview like your favorite porn stars or something, or just all business?
It's a little bit of both. Actually, it was my idea, and Juxtapose. Shout out to Jux. He's based in Newark, New Jersey. He had this thing called Chatterbox. Chatterbox is like it's part of Solar Vibes music at the time. We interviewed nothing but adult film stars: Misty Stone, Mercedes Carrera. Shout out to my girl Layla Price out in Cali. It's a whole bunch of stars that we interviewed, and it's not your typical one-on-one porn questions that you see on these websites. Oh, do you like sex? What part? It's not like that. It's more about trying to get their mind, what they do, what they like to do. I think one of my best interviews out of all of them was Mercedes Carrera. And believe it or not, a lot of people was, oh, she's a porn star, she must be stupid. Oh no, her IQ's like incredible. I think I forgot. What's her name again? Mercedes Carrera. And she was talking about.
Is she white or black?
Latina?
Yeah. I don't even know about porn stars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like. I had to look up on something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Look and see what she look like. Whatever.
But we was talking about politics, the whole conservative Republican thing, and she was and she was deep with it. I mean, she was really she knows her stuff. I mean, she'll give these politicians a run for her money because she's on point with her stuff. It's not that some ditzy or some chick that you're talking to like she don't know nothing. She don't know what she's talking about. No, she's on point. She's a businesswoman at the end of the day. They don't sleep. It's the thing. That's what I learned by interviewing these women. Is like the stereotypes is they from broken homes, they dumb, they stupid. In certain cases, yes, with some of them, but with a lot of them, they're businesswomen at the end of the day.
I condone that. Mm-hmm. You know what? Now, the reason why I say this because what you just kicked and said, right? So she has conversations. She's headstrong. Mm-hmm. She knows what she's talking about, right? Yeah. She don't compare it to these chicks out here that be getting a wet ass, a bag of weed, poppy platter. There you go. Not getting paid, right? Broken in a motherfucker. Don't know if they lights gonna be on when they go in the house. If they gonna have heat in the winter, right? Okay. Can't even walk up these steps because you falling through the cement because the rocks and shit is crumbling up, right? But these women is getting paid because they porn stars, right? And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, well dressed. You know what I'm saying? They getting if they getting their hair flown in for wherever, Brazil, whatever. It's that real shit. They don't stink. They good up on their hygiene. Fuck that. You can't knock that. You can't knock that. On some real shit, you can't keep it up 100 a bean. You cannot knock that. And it's a business. And every, like, how can I put it? If you a whore, I don't knock nobody. If you gonna be a whore, be an educated whore. Be a professional whore. Don't be out here selling your ass to where as though you gotta get a surgery to get your shit grown back together for a man to be able to be pleasured. These women out here that's really doing a thing, porn stars, they professional. And it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't knock it. The shit, that's what's up. Like if I had it in me and I really need to do that shit, I probably would. But I don't have it in me. I was brought up in a real strict home. Like I was scared even till my mom was pregnant at 24. So let that be said. But listen, I don't knock them. I congratulate y'all. You know, and hey, it is what the fuck it is.
You ever interview Roxy Reynolds, the chocolate John with the cakes?
Nah, I wish.
Never
had the opportunity yet. So I my brother, he interviewed Misty Stone. That's on YouTube. You can watch that.
Misty Stone. Yeah. You ever try to, get with them like on a business? His business. You ever try to like, listen, after the interview, let's have business. You ever do that?
Nah, it's strictly business. I'm not trying to get with them or nothing like that. It's strictly. Nah, I never did. It's just more like I'll talk to them when I see them at these shows. I see. Look at the way she looking at you.
I mean, no, he's a real man because like it's so hard to be a man because a lot of men stereotype each other like, yo man, you ain't trying. Keep it business. Because everything ain't meant to be touched. Because motherfuckers out here is crazy. I don't care how smart you are, how...
This is my thing. I hear like old timers would say this all the time. This same thing with me with a woman I've seen when I seen it more. It's not that serious, I'm this stage. It's like this stage of my life is like, listen, it's not that serious. She's a woman. I'm there just to do an interview and then go home. Now, if she comes up to me on some, yo, I want to get with you, that's a different conversation altogether. But I'm not a hound dog. It's not that serious for me.
Yeah. You strike me as a very straight, professional, business-oriented, I don't know if you say the words.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
You know what it is because if you don't got your business on point and then You slip up 1 second, which a lot of these guys do. You in the media, your name is tarnished. Oh, you don't work with him. He's a scumbag. I don't want that. I don't want that stigma on me. So even with my site right now, I have right now. Shout out to Access Immortal and Ty. It's my brother. They contribute to the site, and I got another contributing writer, Anthony. He just joined the team. And if anybody who wants to write for the site, just hit me up at solarvisemusic@gmail.com, and I'm gonna let you know I'm not a millionaire, so I can't pay you X amount of money. We are a startup still. Been 3-4 years in the making. We still trying to gradually move up. And when things get big, you on the team. That's it.
Yeah, you know that's I reached out on Twitter to get writers for my site. You know what I'm saying? I don't really write too much for my site no more because I got like 2 female writers. They do like one female. She does the R&B album reviews, and another female. She does the hip hop R&B. And it's funny because people was coming at me. They like, yo, how you give Meek that poor review? I'm like, yo, if you read the actual blog post, I'm not the writer of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you know what I'm saying? I did that. That's such and such. She wrote that. You know what I mean? But I actually agree with her and shit. You know what I'm saying? She gave it a rating of a 3. Meek Mill album. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's her opinion. I agree with the opinion. You keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
I like to also shout out Verse Essential. He started doing album reviews, for the site. He did the Sean Price,
He does good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sean Price, and he just did Davies album review.
Oh, I ain't post mine yet. The female, she I gotta shout her out too. Our Hood Scholar. She did the Davies joint. I ain't posted yet though. It's in my email. But Verse, he does good because he used to do them joints on Facebook, and I was reading them like, okay, is Verse still rapping, or no? He's done with the rapping.
You know, I'm not too sure. That's a question you may have to ask him. So I'm not too sure about that. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, I want to write for the site." I said, "Okay, let's do this." You know, so it's all good because like I said, I like to have a team of writers, contributing writers, and guest writers. If you want to talk about hip hop, if you want whatever you want to talk about, my site, you know, it's not a political site. I'm not one of these totalitarian bloggers that say, "Oh, you can write about this, but you cannot write about that." I don't give a crap. Express yourself. That's what my site is all about. I'm not into this politically correct, because we live in this politically correct society. You're afraid to say anything. No. Come on my site. You want to hit me up? Yo, I want to write about this. As long as you ain't talking about violence or killing people, it's all good. You can express yourself about music or whatever. And that's what I think a lot of people like with my site is I don't follow trends. I don't believe in that. I see, I don't pay attention to a lot of blogs, but people hit me up. Yo, did you see what such and such said on this blog? Especially artists. I like your site. Independent artists always write this to me. I like your site because you're not like the other blogs that won't post my music. And my response to them would be like, well, 1, I'm not the other blogs, and 2, I can't knock them for it because they got bills to pay. And 3, you gotta look at it from all angles. It's about traffic at the end of the day. If you're a new artist, and I see it from both sides. If you're a new artist, you got no buzz, and you go to Rap Radio or check out my music, what's the incentive for Rap Radio to post your music? I mean, really? I mean, you could go to my site and I'll post it if I like the music. Granted, I may not get the traffic either, but it's a starting point. Yeah. That's how I look at it. I'm not a political dude. I don't like politics. That's not my thing. If you're a good artist, whether you're an R&B artist, hip hop, rock, or whatever, I'm gonna post it out of love. I'll post your song, but I can't help it if you're just not talented. I can't do nothing for you. But I see how people try to bait me in, like, oh, this site sucks. Oh, you try to set me up to bash this site to start a blogging war? No, that don't work like that either. Yeah.
I want to ask y'all, Lady T and Sincere, what y'all think about this Cardi B wave? Who wants to go first? You going first, Lady T? Sincere, you going first?
Yeah.
All right.
The Cardi B wave?
Yeah.
I salute her. I mean, I look at it like this. a lot of people. It's not a lot of people's cup of tea if you're into like quote unquote real hip hop. But she's out there doing her thing. She was a stripper at one time. She came from nothing. She's doing her thing. I can't knock her for it. Now, as far as music wise, why we sitting there listening to the music, I'm not a fan of her music per se. I like that Bodak Yellow song. Matter of fact, I was at the club yesterday. I was at a strip club yesterday. It's crazy. They play that song. Yeah. So I'm at the club chilling, and I hear these songs like, oh, this is hot. So, like Q said, Q the question. You made a good point. When you go to a strip club or you go to a club, you go on to hear Rick Ross. You're gonna hear some Jay-Z, Cardi B, or Nicki Minaj. You don't want to hear somebody preaching to you. This is a club. People want to dance. They want to have fun. See, it's a difference. A time and place for everything. But when this is my thing. I made a post about Cardi. I said she's the hottest rapper in the game. So okay, I put my little dart in there and I said, yeah, she's the queen of New York. People got mad at me on Facebook. Like, yo, how can you say that? You're crazy. And I said, the reason why I said it is who's hotter than her right now? So somebody wrote Remy. I'm like, Remy's not hot as Cardi right now. And I love Remy. But Cardi's hot right now. You got to give it to her. But and the thing that killed me about that post is when people called her a hoe and this and that. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. We're talking about music. We ain't talking about somebody's personal life. Right. And my thing is this. You call out her name so much, but you got dudes out there that's terrible. You don't diss them that hard. So I said, I see the bigotry at work because you're mad with her. I think a lot of it's because you're mad because you didn't sleep with her, or maybe she turned you down or something. Because it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. Let her do her. You know, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of whack artists that's out there. But when you look at her and you got Nicki Minaj, I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj music either. But she's doing her thing. It's like it is what it is. I think a lot of it too, it's just a lot of miserable and unsuccessful people in the world. So they like to see others, they like to tear other people down and make themselves feel good. That's how I look at it. And I think if more people were more positive, things would be a lot better in this world.
Okay, all right. You're right. If people did think like that, the world would be a better place. But unfortunately, we're not in those times. People hate on each other because they're not in the spotlight at the time. And you made a good point. Yeah, she is the hottest thing right now. I'm not even gonna hold you. Only time I enjoy her song is when I'm roasted. When I'm sober, it irks me. Okay, because no, I'm not in a strip club right now. I'm in my house, or I'm riding in my car, or I'm trying to actually get mental peace. So that song fits me when I'm drinking, when I'm feeling good. I be singing the lyrics, hey, I be closing my eyes, feeling good about it, But in my sober mind, I'm like, hold up, what the fuck is she saying? You know what I'm saying? You talking about some red bottoms. When I tried them on, the shit hurt my feet because I got wide feet. I don't know if they make red bottoms and wide width, but I know I got fat feet to be skinny, and them shits hurt my feet. So, you trying to promote red bottoms, but you gotta keep it 100. So I'm just picking out different things in her lyrics that she's talking about, and it makes no fucking sense. But if you take away her lyrics and just rock the beat, I'm good when I'm sober. But I take it all in when I'm drinking. I love the shit out of Cardi B. Hey, get it, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you want me to, what? But when I'm sober, no. But yeah, you're right. She's the hottest thing right now. Yeah, Remy. I love Remy too. But right now, and like, if you turn on the radio, you're not hearing Remy Ma right now. At one point, Remy Ma was the hottest shit out. At one point, Nicki Minaj was the hottest thing out. So right now, it's Cardi B. Do I agree like she's the best, whatever? No, because to me, Eve, like, and I ain't gonna say no more about that, but Eve, I rocks with Eve. She was just here too, not too long ago. But yeah,
I like to say one.
Okay.
You know what? That was my point of the post. It wasn't saying she's the best female rapper. Yeah. It was more about, she's hot. She's hot right now. But now I get these guys, but this girl's better than her. And I'm like, hold up. I never said anything about lyrics. If you're talking about lyrics, I wouldn't make this post. It's like, again, yeah. And it's like, yeah, you guys are all in your feelings again. It's like, it's not that deep. And it's like, people take it personal. It's like, social media, it's a gift and a curse for me. Back then when I first started the website, all my friends were like, yo, if you really want to get your name out there, you got to have a social media account. I was totally against it because of dumb crap like that. Yeah. It's like, okay, I got to deal with idiots all day. He said, no, listen. Do it, post, and just keep it moving. But see, I'm very opinionated myself, so I can't hold it back. So I gotta say something. But it's a gift and a curse. Like at the end of the day, it's like going to do with knuckleheads that they're just so sensitive. It's like in this day and age, I feel the men are more sensitive than the women.
Oh Jesus!
It's
I really like
it's scary. It's scary. It's like you make a post, and the men is manginas. It's like it's crazy. It goes to my point. Well, I talked to a friend of mine about who's the top 5 favorite rappers, and I said, to me, there's no such thing as a top 5. He's like, what do you mean? My top 5 is always going to be different from you, Lady T, Ms. 100, this young lady sitting right here, everyone else. So I can say Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Rakim, and King. Somebody look at me, nah, Eminem should be in the top 5. So it's, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. It's all, everyone has an opinion. Right. So
we all come from different eras.
Yeah. Somebody in the South could say, well, Outkast is the greatest. Who am I to say, oh, he doesn't know hip-hop?
Right, exactly.
Somebody in the West Coast could say MC Ren or Nipsey Hussle or E40, the Bay Area. And I like E40.
Yeah.
And they'll say...
Even though E40 sound like he swallowing water and shit when he rapping. What the fuck is that, yo? That's how...
I like, you know what? My friend teases me about it. He said, "Oh, you like E40, that Sprinkle Me song?" Because back in the day, he had a record called Sprinkle Me. I used to play that a lot. Right. So he would tease me, "Oh, you like that the West Coast?" I said, "Yeah, I like that Bay Area stuff." I'm universal with music. I like a little bit of everything. Back then, when I was a teenager, it was strictly East Coast. You couldn't tell me nothing. It was strictly East Coast. But then the West Coast came in the picture. I'm like, "Yo, this stuff is hot." And then the South, Outkast, and then UGK. I like everything. And I'm not only just an East Coast dude. Don't get me wrong, you know. I had a conversation with Ms. 100. He says, "You're from Queens, so you biased." Of course. I'm going to rep Queens no matter what.
Right.
You know, you got G-Rap, you got 50, Nas, Mobb Deep. Of course. Mm-hmm. But I can't just forget everybody else. Right. You know, music is universal. And like I said, it's like a lot of things when I post on, I don't even post a lot when it comes to opinions, but I see everyone else's posts. And you can have a civilized conversation. It's 2 or 3. And I hate to say this. It's not the women that get on there act all sensitive. It's a dude. Just like, wait a minute. You gotta stop getting your feelings. It's not that serious. It's just an opinion.
I blame the moms. I blame the moms for making them pussies.
It's incredible. But I also want to change the subject a little bit. I like to shout out DJ Fred Ones, Rhinoceros Funk, and the whole Gorilla Grooves radio crew. Because I also help sponsor the radio show, Gorilla Grooves, that come on every Tuesdays from 7 to 10. They play nothing but strictly underground hip-hop. Dope. Still going on. Every Tuesday night.
College radio?
No, it's just it's like a podcast. Just straight.
Oh, it's on like Podomatic?
It's live stream. The link, you could go to GorillaGroovesRadio.com or you go to SolarVibesMusic.com. If you scroll down, you see the Gorilla Grooves logo. You click on it. Every Tuesday night, they have live radio show. They have guests every week. They had Tragedy Gaddafi come up. They had Chris Rivers. They had a whole bunch of artists come up there doing their thing.
That's Big Pun sign.
Yeah. And that's
he can rap his ass off.
Hell yeah.
I heard it, yeah.
And that's a show that a lot of people in Philly should check out. Because I know one thing I like about Philly is you guys have a lot of spitters, dope MCs.
Yeah, they don't know the business.
And but that's another story. I'm just talking about lyrics. And I think they would appreciate that show because you're going to hear lyrics, dope DJing. It's incredible. And those guys are good. We also sponsor all the lyrics. That's Rhinoceros Funk. That's his baby. We usually do a show like every third Sunday of every month, but we've been on hiatus. We do shows from at a Camaradas in East Harlem, New York. So, no, thank you. So over in East Harlem, New York, I helped book AG of DTC a few years ago, and he killed it. It's an incredible show. That's a legend, and the place was hot because it's a small place. There's a lot of people there. It was super hot. He murdered it. We had Prince Paul, Organized Confusion came up there. There's a lot of good artists that came up there. And you know what?
New York, yo.
Yeah.
And we had Troll Mac and Sean Archer came out there 2 years ago, couple years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
SKE Records. They came out. You know, they did their thing. We had Rich Quick, and Chelly. They came out.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Rich Quick.
Yeah.
I interviewed him on the site.
Yep.
I need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, you know, I always try to show love to people that I know and say, yo, come to the show, have fun, and stuff like that. And I believe in that, just spreading the love instead of just be like, never had the opportunity, but I want to. What you want?
For what's that?
Invite him to
For
out.
a show?
Yeah.
Oh, to the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
You come up-
I would love that.
Yeah. Just come up to, because we usually do it on Sundays. That starts at 9 at night. Just come to the show. But we haven't done the show in maybe a couple of months. I'm waiting for Rhonda to get back to me on when the show's gonna come back on again for the Art of Lyrics. So that's why I usually do take off on a Monday and just come out. Because it starts from 9. Doors, well, Camerata is open all day, but the show starts at 9. You can come in at 7 or 8 o'clock. There's food and drinks. So it's a Spanish spot. So you get your grub on, get your drink going.
Okay.
Then Fred sets up the turntable. You play. You're gonna hear real dope hip hop.
Okay.
You know, you'll hear Old Dirty Bastard. You might be surprised what you're gonna hear. It's really good music.
That's something I love.
And then you got the performances come up there, because it's not just mainstream like names that you know. You get independent artists, because we focus on the independents.
Okay.
You know, as much as you hear me talk about, oh, Cardi B is a dope rapper, don't get it twisted. I do support the underground heavy. That's where I come from. So the underground is where it's at. And everyone started from somewhere. Everyone talks about, oh, Jay-Z's commercial, yeah, but Jay-Z started from the underground.
Yeah, of course.
Nas started from the underground.
You don't know real hip hop. You don't know a lot
Listen,
of these artists started.
I remember seeing Jay-Z, Capone Noriega, and J. Rue Damager at dances. Jay-Z just had a white t-shirt on and some jeans, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Forget about Fever though.
the Fever had shit come through there too. Crazy.
Yeah, they used to be at Fever like crazy too. Biggie, I saw Biggie at Fever with his Coogee sweater on.
Early 90s.
Like it was crazy. I wasn't.
Them Jones wasn't even expensive.
No, it wasn't. Matter of fact, if you was in there, you was in there. You got a free concert, but other people was coming there to pay. But you know, what I mean, it was a certain time we was in there, so we was locked in.
The young people don't have that.
Now they don't have this type of experience no more.
Europe got that.
Yeah, definitely. But when they started cutting those clubs, like you know, Dances Winners and NA and Fever, like I know about that.
Naming some legendary,
I know about that.
nightclubs for basically,
When you was in high school.
them nightclubs that she named, they was
Yeah.
like legendary nightclubs for the youth. Like back then in Philly, they actually, you know, you had the adult joints, but then you had, you know, from 16, you know, 15 to 18. That was for us. These young people don't have that now. You know what I'm saying? But she named some legendary little nightclubs, yo.
The door dancing. It wasn't no standing on the wall and my face is beat so I can't sweat. I'm talking about you going through the door like dancing and you not sitting down because the music was so crazy. And then like you would get somebody pop up on you like Cameron or somebody like that, Biggie. Like you wouldn't even know what to expect. So I remember hearing a couple of old heads saying, damn, I need to get up in there because these young people, they partying. But now today's time is you hearing these old heads saying, yo, I gotta get away from these young people because they don't know how to party. Because they weren't about to step on your feet. Like back in the day, you had your trees on, your lottos, all that good stuff like that. You didn't give a shit. You just wipe them off. At the end of the day, you just known that you was up in there, you was dancing your ass off. You was bailing somebody from Jersey, New York over here, and you had a good time. And at the end of the day, y'all became friends or, you know what I mean, whatever. But today in time, they don't know how to have fun no more. They don't know real music. All they know is drinking syrup, popping pills. Don't know what the fuck you listening to. Oh, that's hot. Oh, I'm fucking her tonight. I'm fucking him tonight. You don't know if that's a girl or a guy. You saying you fucking that. You don't know what you getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to enjoy themselves no more. Like, it's back in the day, we knew how to enjoy ourselves. And kind of, sort of, hip-hop is not dead. It's just dead to motherfuckers that don't know real hip-hop.
Yeah.
So,
I like that. It's just dead to motherfuckers who don't know real hip hop.
yeah, because if you high all the time, how you gonna know real hip-hop? How you gonna know real lyrics?
Yeah,
Hip-hop is a-
I always
it's a sport.
said this era right now is like the rappers. Most of the new rappers, they just promoting drug use. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Future, Percocet. That's one of his. That's the hook.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's my damn song though. But if you suck
Yo,
that part
but
right
no, real talk though.
That's
It's
it.
banging.
That song is banging. But if you just, it hurts me because it's a banging song. But it's like, damn, you promoting Percocet, so now young people that don't have that guidance, that strength at home is out here thinking, man, if I pop a Percocet like Future said, I'm the shit. A lot of this music is the death to our youth. And unless we get back out there and promote more of like Kendrick Lamar's and J. Cole's, and how Public Enemy used to be teaching through hip hop and KRS-One.
Well, listen, you got them out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got Talib is still making fire music. Common last year released one of the best albums. I mean, the stuff he was saying on that album was unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Even Styles P. I mean, who would ever thought that Styles P and Talib Kweli would come together and put an album? I was listening to that last night. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about this. And that came out this year. I mean, the album's called The 7. They said that's the godly number. You know what I'm saying? So you already know from the door what tip Styles P and Talib on that album. You know what I mean? Man, look it up on your on your joint. Listen to that joint. You know what I mean?
The 7. A lot of people have tucking. Listen to me, shit. Just chillable red. Yeah, every segment we always on our little wine trip, whatever. But the fruit of God, you talking about the 7, the fruit of God and all that. Talking about replenish and plant your seeds and all that stuff like that. Yeah, so that's like any religion that a lot of men have taken and they use against the women or use to get the women. And to like is that the 7 you talking about? Because no. The 7 I'm talking about is that they feel as though they have to impregnate as many women as they can too. Oh, okay. Because I was about to go in there. So that's another episode. Yeah. Okay, that'd be enough. Because I was about to turn this motherfucking table over. Yeah. How I feel about that. Because a lot of women out here, they looking for that strength. But you gotta love yourself first instead of looking for, love from a man.
We're about to wrap up this interview, but before we do that, I want to ask you something that we always like to ask people that we interview on the show. Name 3 things that you can't live without.
Well, food is one. I'm a big food guy. I love food, so yeah. My sister constantly teases me on food. Oh, you greedy. She's been saying that since I was a kid. You greedy. Even now, she goes, you're still greedy. Thanksgiving, I'm the monster. So. Okay, you saw like my boy doing. He's like, oh no, that's a pagan holiday. That's a pagan.
Go off, we gotta talk.
Pagan holiday. Well, I celebrate the food aspect of Thanksgiving. Okay. Collard greens. Okay.
Slavery food. Okay.
Oh, now she has killed my whole vibe.
Solo vibes.
Solo vibes music, baby. You always on beat. All right.
That's one. Let's see. You know what? Computers. I'm big on technology, so I'm big on that. I can't live without technology. I think if the whole network would die, I'd probably lose it. No, not postal, but I'm like, damn, I can't do what I want to do, But it's weird because I came from where you had Atari, so you had like the black and white TV, and on the come up ColecoVision. You would think I'd be used to that. I mean, I could get back to it, but it's not the same as you go on your computer. Yeah, it's called spoiled. But you know what? I don't want to change the subject, but you made me think about something. When I was in Jamaica several years ago, I never figured it because that's my mother's home country. Okay. So when I was down, I was in the countryside, not in the city side. So a lot of people go to Jamaica, they go to OGBLs and places like that. But if you go to the country, you see how people live. Some of them are poor. And I never forget, I was walking with my brother. He was walking the street, and this guy looks at me and goes, hey, brethren, I like those sneakers. And I'm like 22 at the time. And I was like, oh, thank you. He's like, if you don't want to wear those no more, you give them to me. And that hit me. Because wow, I should be grateful for what I have. Because there's people in third world countries right now that's really struggling. And we're here beefing about an iPhone. We spoiled. Right. We're really spoiled.
And the kids that's making these iPhones are dying.
Yeah. And that right when he said that to me, that changed my whole aspect. And my sister, she's been to Africa, she's been to India, and she sees how things really are. And she's like, yo, in America, we talk about being poor, but these people out there don't have food for days. And at certain times of the day, the light goes out or the water goes out. And you gotta wait for the government to turn back the light and the water back on. Here in America, yeah, you may have the hot water turn on for a few hours, but you get hot water back. But I feel bad for the people in Flint, Michigan, though, that's going through that. Really crazy. It's 3 years. That's ridiculous.
That's a genocide.
Yeah, that's just insanity.
That's why you understand in the beginning when I was talking about
Yep.
this whole Houston, Texas, that in third world countries.
Yeah.
It's been going on for centuries. So, yes, I feel bad for what's going on in Houston, Texas, but also understand that what's going on in these other third countries, that it is money out here to help out, but these motherfuckers is so self-centered and so selfish that they just want to take a stand and say, oh, I got it, here you go right now, just, oh, you did a good thing. No.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that praise shit.
Yeah. My thing is, if you're going to do something, you don't talk about it on social media, you don't tell anyone, you just do it. That's why a lot of people, they'll bash celebrities. Oh, this one doesn't do nothing for the hood. Maybe because he doesn't want you to know that.
Right.
Or maybe she doesn't want you to know that.
Exactly.
Just doing things behind the scenes. Don't be quick to judge somebody because you don't see him doing it and bragging. To me, if I see a bragger, I think they're fraud.
Yeah.
You're frauding because you're looking for praise. You're not doing it from the kindness of your heart. I know guys personally that have done a lot of stuff. I'm not going to put them out there, but they've done things, great things. They don't want to be put out there.
And you know what? To say this too, being a neighbor, right? I know this is supposed to be the end of the segment, and you asking 3 questions, but this is Hood Genius. We can do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying no office fee. You know what I'm saying? We can do what we want to do on Hood Genius. But my thing is, on your own block in your own neighborhood, get to know your neighbors. Everybody that is living paycheck to paycheck may not be making to that next check and is looking for the next meal. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff going on within your own block, and just take the time out to get to know your neighbors and really see them for who they are. Sometimes you think they mean, but they mean because they're struggling and they don't know how to say, I need help. And that's what I've done. And I've noticed people on my own block. You know what I'm saying? And I'll reach out and do stuff. And just to know that I did that, I can lay my head down at night and know that I did something for my people on my block. You know what I'm saying? So it starts within your own home and on your block. So before you reach out anywhere else, take to get to know your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like them. You don't know why they angry, why they mad all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big step right there too.
I like this touching that a bit more. See, back in the day, I used to go to my barber named Joe the barber in the neighborhood. And he used to drop some jewels. He's like, listen, black people always says, yo, no one's doing enough. But if you put $5, this person put $5, everybody put their money together, you could build your own center. You could do things. We have the highest spending power in the country. We could do a lot of damage and represent big time. You don't need a Jay-Z. You don't need a Bill Cosby.
Well, we gotta stop helping other people get rich.
Yeah.
Stop buying them $500 belts and shoes. For what? Just to put the belt on, the shoes on, so the chick can be like, oh, damn, he always wear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's corny. Like, all you doing is just making that motherfucker rich. But then, a person like LeVar Ball come out, and he say, man, I'm selling my sneakers for $450. And y'all shit on him. He a black man. Y'all shit on him, but the white man got these Gucci's out. They $550. You quick to run and buy them. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. The problem I had with that is we in urban youth, we already suffering. Our young people already suffering. They can't afford shit Pumas. But here you go. You got money. You want to put out some sneakers for $450. So the fuck what? You got money. So what? All right, we go out here and buy these Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. But if you get somebody that will put out a sneaker at a reasonable price, that would shut down everything. Oh. Because you're setting an example of, I'm rich, but I know my youth out there don't have it like that. So I'm making a stand to say, this is a beautiful sneaker, $30, $40. You know what I'm saying? Make it reasonable. Why would you sit up here and put out a foreign? I don't fuck that. That's corny. That's corny.
But you know who did that, right? Nope.
Not
Marbury. Stephon Marbury. He put out a shoe that was only what $15.99 sneaker, and he got clowned.
Okay, but wait.
He got clowned.
Wait a minute. Okay, you put out a sneaker. Bring it back. The motherfucker's ugly. Let's just keep it 100. Don't put out no sneaker for $15.99 that's ugly. Make it feasible. Make it look good because it only take $1.99 to make a fucking sneaker.
Well,
when you snap on the name, Nike and all that, that's when the shit becomes up here. But it only takes $2 to make a sneaker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can go in the lab, you can come up with something that's like, damn, that'll top these ugly ass products that look like fucking bowling shoes.
Well, the problem that they said with it was they was using cheap material with those sneakers.
They use cheap
now,
material to make
Nike so claimed that, I'm just using Nike example, they actually using real leather and real suede depending on the design. So that's why they able to charge that amount of money. But we know that they paying them people in them sweatshops only like 50 cents or some shit like that to make those sneakers.
And then I just want to shut it down because they're not using real material because, okay, I have boys. But I have bought some sneakers that I was like, okay, let me try it out and see what it's working for. Them shits only last for like a week. A week. So if you really using real shit, it would last. You know what I'm saying? It would last. So I said, I'm gonna start buying some Champions. My sons take care of them Champions like them motherfuckers Jeezys or something. Like I paid $1,000 for them. Okay? They not coming home when I was buying the Jordans and stuff like that with holes in them. How the fuck you get a hole in a pair of Jordans? Can you explain that to me? If they're using real material? If I'm going to Foot Locker and I'm going in these stores that supposed to be selling these good sneakers, my kids is coming home with holes. I can see they fucking sock through they sneaker. What's good? So no, you can't hit me in my head with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So go back to the table. You know what I'm saying? Don't just put out anything and spec, okay, I'm putting out $15.99 sneakers. No, because these sneakers out here, these Pradas and all that, they look like bowling sneakers. Like they ugly as shit, but because they're Pradas and they're $350, oh, you the shit. They're ugly. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody buy them for a birthday gift for me. I was like, I don't want them shits. Listen, my bills due. You can take them back, and I'll get the money, and I'll pay this bill, and I'll give me some little Converse. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, our young people need to understand that you can rock a pair of sneakers for a whole year. Save your fucking money. Stop trying to impress and buy these name brands that don't even give a shit about you if you die today or tomorrow. You spend your whole check on these sneakers. You spend your whole check on just to prove a point. You are somebody without that shit. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody without that. You don't need that. And these celebrities out here, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of kids idolize because they don't have nobody else to idolize. They're the stand. They're the point. They're the point makers. Like it starts with them. It starts with them. And that was ugly as shit. I wouldn't even buy them for slippers. I wouldn't even buy them to work in my yard, to cut down trees and shit, to beat down cats and rats in my yard. I wouldn't even buy them for that. And I would leave them out there for the cats and rats who eat on them. So, once again, go back to a drawing board, come up with something decent. You know what I'm saying? And these Yeezy sneakers, people so big on them, they look like you should be buried with them. They look like motherfucking coffin sneakers. So, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Who the fuck would want a pair of $405?
Said coffin. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's back that up. You said they look like coffin sneakers, yo.
Coffin sneakers. You know how you gotta wear something soft for your feet to be buried with, right? Some slippers. No motherfuckers, you bury the motherfuckers with them because they dead. They done. It's a wrap. It's good.
So, yeah, we was supposed to be wrapping this up.
But no, we let James do what we want to do.
But, one more question. One more question. Name your top 3 porn stars.
God, gee. All right. There's so many of them. Well, you have old school, it doesn't matter.
Hey, it don't matter. That's the real you want to go.
Oh, nah. I say I like right now. I say Tiana Trump is one. I would say Obsession. If you want to go back old school, I say Obsession and D. I like Layla Price. I only said because she's my homegirl. Oh, yeah, I'm cool with her. She's cool people. She's cool.
So, what happened? What?
I said she looking for a madam.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's good. She's good. She's good.
All right. So, is there anybody want to shout out before we end this?
I know I'm gonna forget somebody's gonna be upset with me. Oh well. Shout out to DJ Smooth Dwayne out in North Carolina. Shout out to Rhinoceros Funk, DJ Fred Runs, Miggs the Programmer, Q the Question, my brother Ty, Axis Immortal, Verse Essential, Eddie Brock, out in the BX, every Swigger the Don, Natural Elements, and that's about it. If I forget you, I get you on the next one.
Yeah, no doubt. Lady T, you want to say anything, dress anything before we, clock out?
I guess I can say this. I mean, this probably is going to lead into another title or topic, but real quick, I just want to say to my fellow women out there with sons out there, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better with y'all sons. Y'all raising them into being the weakest link. By me saying this, that I know, Spartacus, that's my movie, right? 300, that's my movie, right? And pretty much the man was like, the Spartacus women raise the strongest men, right? And that's going back to our ancestries, like, Africa. Pretty much a woman is the foundation, right? And it starts with us because we're the birth canal, and without us is nothing. So we are the ones that make everything, the creation, everything. So we are the pioneers. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta do better with our men. We gotta do better with our sons before they even men. And that's why the world is fucked up right now and cursed, because a lot of women done slack. They done stopped taking a part in life because they feel as though, I'm so tired, I give up. You can't fucking give up, because if you the birth canal of everything, you can't give up. Because if you give up, the world is going to be a disaster the way it is right fucking now. That's why Mother Nature is in an uproar. So women got to take a stand. They got to do better in life. They got to be better. Stop trying to compare and compete and want to sit up here and just take the easy way out on your back and just birthing these fucking punks. Because the world is just going to be a disaster if you keep doing the things you do. And that's all I got to say is when we got to do better. Like, I probably get a little slag on, like what she talking about. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, sit the fuck down and just listen. Because this is real shit out here. Like, we the warriors. Like, it starts with us. It starts with the woman. We birth the men. We birth the boys to be men. Whether the man is there or not, stop blaming the father for not being there and just raise your fucking son to be a fucking man. So the cycle won't repeat. So the circle won't be going round and round. So that shit'll break. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking disgusted. Like, I can't. At one point, I was able to defend a woman. Now it's like, I just want to lock it the fuck up. Put your hands up because you need your ass beat. Because you're not right out here. You're not serving your justice. You're not serving what you're supposed to be. You're so busy out here trying to get inflated, get implants, to be a fucking fake ass wannabe instead of being something real. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And them Kim Kardashians trying to be who we are. We sitting up here trying to be who the fuck, whatever, because you don't know who you are. Learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. Like, we just got to get together.
Yeah. Lady T. That's what's up. I want to shout out Sincere, solovibesmusic.com for coming through all the way from Queens, New York. That's how we do Hood Geniuses podcast. We reach out to whoever and whoever, if that even makes sense to y'all. But listen, continue to listen to the episodes. Yeah, I'm nice right now. Nice. But, yeah, what's that? Okay.
If you want to purchase shirts or hoodies, you go to solovibesmusic.com. I have my shirts and hoodies up for sale. You could just go on the site and then click on store. Once you click on store, you just have your selections. You take it from there.
Oh yeah, by the way, his shirts is in all colors and the logo is dope. Make sure y'all go online and look up his website, solovibesmusic.com, and like he said, click on the link if you want to buy a shirt. And the Hood Geniuses, we definitely will be buying shirts because that's what we do. We support. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we talked about supporting that inner circle and expanding that. You know what I mean? But y'all know what I'm about to say right now. Dream hard and don't sleep forever. Thank you. Peace.
You are now an official Hood Genius. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all know what to do.
Hit that follow button.